Your homework assignment is going to ask you to consider social media and Carl Jung. Social media is a modern day phenomenon. May not seem modern to some of you guys, but believe me, it is. So it's a modern day phenomenon that really reflects Carl Jung's idea of the persona and the shadow. Think about the pictures that you put on social media or that you see others put on social media. They're certainly not always a reflection of reality. The same can be said when you go on a first date with somebody or you have an interview with somebody. When you first meet somebody, they're often putting most fervently in that moment, they're putting forward their persona. And a persona, although it's not really who a person is, it's still vitally important to their identity and to understanding that person. Because the persona will show you what that person values, what they think is important, what they want to have and show the world, what they think is attractive. Those are the things you're going to see on social media, on Facebook and Snapchat and Instagram. So if you see, for example, you might see a man that's showing pictures of him working out, in the gym. He's got muscles everywhere. And you might see several of those. Well, that person is trying to deliver a message that that's what they value. That's what they think is important. Health, nutrition, physical appearance, physical well-being. Even though you can get, if they're putting pictures of their body and their muscles, a lot of times it's not as much physical well-being because they're not putting, articles for healthy living and, whatever. They're putting pictures of their person. And so that might give you the idea that, like, okay, this person really values physical appearance and health and strength and virility, perhaps. And that may not mean that that person is always that way. That person probably sits down and eats Ho-Hos and doesn't exercise some days and watches TV all day, and they don't put those pictures on Facebook because that's not what they really value. You might see a woman put pictures of scantily clad, herself and really revealing clothing and posing in ways that are sensual or sexy. Well, again, that woman isn't always that way, but it does let me know that she values those things, and that's important to her, and that she is attracted to people who also value that. She's essentially showing herself in a way that she thinks others will value. So, I may come off, and when I first meet somebody, as very carefree or make jokes and be kind of funny because I value that and I think it's important. But am I always that way? No, I'm actually quite the opposite. I'm kind of high-strung and anxious. But I don't value high-strung and anxious, so I don't show that in my persona.